Okay, so today I'm going to try and play Lemmings. Ironically, probably one of the very first live streams I ever attempted doing was with this game, which I didn't really do anything in the way of editing or anything like that, and that's, strangely enough, I think is my most viewed video on YouTube, is the one video I posted of Lemmings, which was just a direct copy and paste from a live stream attempt on Facebook Live, which was my first ever attempt using the software, mainly just testing to see if the software worked. So yeah, it was a little weird. So there's not really a lot going on in that video. It's just weird. Versus the other videos where I'm really trying and did a lot of editing and stuff. Okay, and then the gaming footage is going to look a little weird because for whatever reason, this is what I have to do in order to make sure that DOSBox... I have to keep switching between window and full screen mode. Otherwise, for whatever reason, the game just like goes back to the main menu if I don't do that. Okay, so as you can see, it's basically you have all these different tools that you can use and to get the lemmings across different obstacles into the door at the end. So these are the beginning levels, which as you can see are pretty easy. They're just introducing you to the different tools at your disposal. First level is diggers, this one's floaters. I forget what this one is. I think this one's blockers. Which is kind of a cool way. The game is very forgiving in its difficulty curve. Like, it starts out really easy, gradually introduces you to things, and then it like ramps the difficulty up to 11. Pretty quickly. Some of the... You'll see some of the levels towards the end of the game get really hard. I figured I'd start this playthrough from the beginning. Try and do a comprehensive playthrough of the entire game, but I can't beat all of the levels. There's still several levels that I haven't been able to beat. I never could beat them as a kid, and still can't beat them as an adult. Actually, those some levels that I couldn't beat as a kid, I did manage to beat as an adult. I always love that little sound for some reason, especially when they're all close together. I just can't help but smile when I hear that. Alright, and now, because blockers, you can't do anything with, you have to blow them up. And just so you know, I am playing this on the DOS version of this game versus the Amiga or Super Nintendo or Genesis ports of the game. But as you can see, the DOS port isn't, if you've seen the other versions of the game, this version isn't as impressive. The graphics are on the Amiga, the graphics and sound are just way better. This one introduces the climbers and miners. The diggers go straight down, miners go at a diagonal, bashers go straight in a straight line. One thing that's nice, in later versions of Lemmings, you can turn the blockers back into walkers. This game, you can't do that. The only thing, if you mine right next to where a blocker is, it will turn them back into a walker, but it's kind of tricky to pull off. You can only do it in certain contexts. Okay, so this level is bashers. Bashers go in a straight line. Excuse me. Sometimes I would intentionally cluster them all together just so I can hear that little boing sound. This game does have a lot of replay factor if you want to, you know, try and beat your high score and save more, rescue more lemmings, and use fewer resources. It's dumb, but I think this could very well be a contender for favorite game of all time. I want to apologize for not posting videos in a while. Things have been a little bit really crazy lately. We're getting ready to moving to Virginia. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on the house. I've been doing a lot of work with throwing things out, putting things into storage, trying to get the house all ready to be staged. And just a lot of work. It's been very stressful, and my anxiety and depression has kind of been flaring up, and so I haven't really had a lot of motivation or inspiration to do any of these videos. Yeah. So I am really sorry about that. I have a new setup. I've moved my computer. The computer was downstairs, now it's back up in my room, which will make recording a little bit easier, because that was part of the issue too, is I just, because I still live with my parents, it's difficult for me to record things, and there's, I don't know if it shows up in any of the videos, there's a couple of instances that I had to edit out where, you know, like, my parents are yelling at me or doing things in the background, and so it is a little difficult for me to record, and that's been part of the reason why I haven't put anything out there in a long time. And I'm really sorry about that. I'm really frustrated about that, actually. Because I want to be making these videos. I really want this channel to take off and be successful. I can't do that if I'm not making videos. Funny thing about that. Yay! You get these silly little comments. You rescued every lemming on that level. Can you do it again? Not as complicated as it looks. Every level has a name, which sometimes gives you a hint as to what you have to do in the level. Yeah. That's all you have to do. It's got all this stuff going on. Which is inconsequential. That level seemed no problem to you on that attempt. On to the next. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next. As long as you try your best. This one's hard. No. And then currently I'm stuck on a version of this that has fewer resources and you have to get 100 and it's like really freaking hard. I haven't figured out how to do it. Okay. Smile if you love lemmings. This one's a little bit harder. Oh, I think I just fucked it up. Crap. Alright. Mulligan. You done fucked it up! You have to kind of stagger it a little bit, otherwise they'll die of impact. Okay, good, everybody's out. Crap. Keep your hair on, Mr. Lemmings. Mr. Lemming. And some of them are just silly titles. Oh right, I forgot you need... Oh, shit. The weird arrow things prevent you from bashing it on that side, so you have to climb around the other side. Wait for this lone climber to come back. This one's kind of a pain in the ass if I remember correctly. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Yes, and you'll learn to pause and switch things around. Oop. Yeah, okay, I didn't gain anything by doing that. See, and this is just so freaking hard because you can't see what you're doing to get the... Okay, cool. You totally stormed that level. Let's see if you can storm the next. This one's kind of a pain in the ass. Not really that hard once you know what to do. Yeah, this is what you have to do. You have to make all of them dig. Otherwise, if they fall, they die. But if they dig through, that lessens the fall. You have to make sure you don't run out of room, which was always the thing, and I always used to get nervous about this as a kid, and I don't know. I always used to have a hard time with this level for some reason. It's really not that hard. I remember my brother and sister, we all used to work together trying to figure out how to beat some of these levels. So, I have a lot of nostalgia associated with this game. You have to get 100%, so that's a little nerve-wracking, I guess. Superb, you rescued every lemming on that level. Can you do it again? I don't know. Origins and Lemmings. Oh shit, I forgot by making him a climber, he's gonna climb over the edge. That was stupid. Oh, I was trying to be clever, because currently one of the levels I'm stuck on is a version of this where you don't have any bridges, so you have to like climb over them and mine down at an angle, at just the right angle. Practice in on this one, which being able to bash makes so much easier. Don't let your eyes deceive you. This one requires a lot of waiting. Basically, you gotta wait for him to bash all the way through there. Which takes a while. So I'll probably edit out some of this footage. I'm going to run to the bathroom. Oh, did he fall off? Shit! Of course, I figured that would happen. Damn it! Alright, let's try again. Nope. Oh my gosh, I almost did it again. Oops, I did it again. So, I wonder what to talk about while we're waiting. Not gonna make this mistake of going to the bathroom.
One eternity later.
So, lately I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy X. I've actually never played any of the Final Fantasy games before, and this is the first time I've ever played it. I saw the remaster of 10 and 10-2 at GameStop for like $10. So I decided, oh, why not? And I heard most of the fans like 10, so figured it was a good starting point. And so far I've found it quite enjoyable. The acting I think is pretty bad, but still pretty entertaining. Another little strategy while they're building a bridge is you let them take a couple of steps and then build the next bridge. That'll kind of extend the length of your bridge, and if you're trying to conserve on bridges, like that there. Save. Yay, and here come the multitudes. I'm such a weirdo. Don't do anything too hasty. Yeah. I'm not really sure what the level designers were thinking with this one. It's really weird. For whatever reason, this version of the game, whenever you restart a level, it goes back to that music for the level 1 music. In the floppy disk version that I had growing up, it didn't do that. I don't know why this version does. Okay, now I gotta be really tricky here. Growing up in a Christian home, that always kind of bothered me. Oh God. Actually, that was... Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. If you want to cut your bridge short, you can just dig through it. Normally, most people would start over at this point. You got hit by that little nub that's right there. There's lots of weird shit like that in this game. The physics in this game kind of defies all reason. Like if he bumps his head while building a bridge, he'll turn around and like it does it in the weirdest places. But then they can make it across, but then other ones, Lemmings walking over the bridge. There's a lot of like weird shit. Some you can manipulate to your advantage, but most of the time, not so much. I can turn around. See? And you just waste a bridge. But if eventually he'll get through. It might happen again. It didn't happen that time, but then once those connect, yeah. See, like, it's just so weird. Might be able to salvage this though. That'll be amazing. Looks like we'll be just fine. Yay, I did it! Much unnecessarily more convoluted way of solving it, but I solved it nevertheless. Yay. Easy when you know how. I remember I used to spend forever trying to figure out how to do this one. It is a little bit more complicated than you might think. It's hard. I can beat all of the levels on fun. There's 4 difficulties, and each one has 30 levels, I think. And I've been able to beat all of the levels on the easiest difficulty, fun, but fortunately, there's no casualties if there's other lemmings next to a bomber. They don't blow up with them. Oh shit. Lock and blue. That sounds dirty out of context. hit the F keys, there's shortcuts. F1, F2, F3, etc. Alright, and I think I'm going to end that for this one. I'm going to make a part 2. Hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. Helps me out. I'm trying to grow my channel. Yeah, hope you like it, and, please, leave some feedback on how I can get better at these things.